Test, test, test. Hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Let me know how music is, how life is. If you can hear me, etc. Welcome, Alvasarius Sol and Lumina. Here as I to test 24 API test cases for slowly losing sanity. That sounds tedious. I'm sorry for your pain. I don't really know what those are, but my goodness, that sounds like a whole lot. Hello, Maru. Music and voice sound good so far. Okay, thank you. Awesome, awesome. We have gathered here today to work. What I'm playing in the background is I'm actually gonna tune down a little bit, just in case. This is night music from Octopath Traveler 2, which I loved their music and everything. I really hope they release the soundtrack for the US soon. I looked for it on iTunes and they're like, haha, only available in Australia. And I went, what? What's happening in Australia? Why do they get it early? Anyway. I'm working on Star Rail Charms for the upcoming convention. And just thought, it's been a while, so maybe we could just chat, have a chill day. Writing reports to verify my code works. Ew, reports. That's no fun. Okay. So, the AC is now working, which is awesome. Cause it wasn't working yesterday. My dad called in somebody to look at it, which is great. So now I am not baking. In fact, I've kind of gotten used to baking to the point where now I'm like, oh wow, was our house always this cold? I don't have to like permanently keep the fan blowing and like sweat like a stupid amount. It's wonderful. So don't take your air conditioning for granted, man. It's so nice. Use this excuse to work on my Airlayan OC! Do it! I hope you guys enjoyed the previews earlier today. For book 2. It is the second book. I don't know why it took me so long to say that. But yeah. My AC isn't working though. Oh my gosh, dude, you're in Utah, right? So aren't you like boiling then? That's insane. Star Rail Charms, maybe I'll buy some. Oh, thank you! I mean, I'm not gonna complain. I was going to... I don't know, I thought about it yesterday night and I went, so I really want to pull for Imbibitor Lunae. The problem is that he is also a skill point hungry DPS, and my only other like good DPS at the moment is Qingche, who is also skill point hungry. So I needed a not skill point hungry DPS. So I actually hard rolled for Blade. I think in total he took like 160 or 170 pulls. So he took the, you know, mathematically required amount for soft pity. But it's possible then, because I did that, that I don't get Imbibitor Lunae on the first run. But I actually don't have a good supportive team unless I have a not skill point hungry DPS for one of my teams. I can only support one skill point hungry DPS at a time, so a little sad. But I don't really regret it because I leveled a little, I would level Blade a little bit, and I'm like, this guy is so strong, so. I love my AC. Baked no longer! Hello, Prism. Welcome to the stream. Thankfully, my apartment is shaded by a cliffside. It's not deathly hot. They're supposed to come fix the AC unit today or tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I hope it works quickly, man. I just got finished from sleeping, like, in the heat, and it is so much more miserable than I expected, so... yeah, definitely things that I guess you just take for granted. So I hope yours gets fixed as soon as possible, man. Put them in separate teams? No, the problem is that I only have a certain number of supports that can handle a skill point hungry, carry. Like, if I put, like, Japard and Bailu on a team, they're really good at generating skill points, but, like, Pela and, like, Branya... Locha doesn't anything, so he doesn't care, but... I don't even remember how to do stuff like this. Here we go. So yeah, I'll do a rolling stream because you never know if streamer luck might kick in, but it's kind of likely because I don't think I'm gonna have enough pulls for Danfeng. I don't think I'm gonna have enough pulls. But we'll try. We'll try. I would like him. No Kafka? No way. I have no budget left. I would like to get Kafka eventually, but she's pretty low priority because I don't have a good team to support Dot, so... maybe when we have more Dot options. Yukong and Tingyan are good skill point light supports. I love Yukong. I have Tingyan leveled, so yeah, she would go on the skill point not hungry team, or the skill point hungry team. She'd probably go with Danfeng when I get him at some point or another. Cry. How does draw again, man? I tell ya, I just take a short break and I feel like I just forget, you know? I actually really didn't wanna, like, draw deadlines today. I wanted to draw something fun. Because I spent the morning filling out job apps and I was like, ugh. That felt like work enough, but when I have an event coming up and I want to make sure I do okay, so you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. Danfeng Yukong Locha Silver Wolf Mono Imaginary Team. I think I might have a mono win team for Blade and Branya. But then I think Blade is kind of like, from how I've played him, maybe I'm playing him wrong, but he feels kind of reliant on Locha or he just dies. So, yeah, I don't know. I do plan on pulling for a wind healer in the future though, so maybe it'll be okay. Oh boy. I just now remember how detail-oriented these designs are. Exactly, he wants to die. Losho's a jerk, keeping him alive. You can't do mono when played. Donna, you risk team killing. Yeah. I also do plan on pulling for Silverwolf, actually. She'd be really nice with my team. Silverwolf, one day I'll get Kafka at some point, you know, just not a high priority. Characters are so expensive to both roll for and level, so... Oh my gosh, that bow is really big. It's like my bow is very big. Purple, okay. Man. You know, I wanted to have 12 charms, but I might just not have the time. I wanted to have 12 new charms for this convention. I might just pick 6. Because these designs have so many details. An achievement for Blade to be dominated by a Kafka boss to kill a Donna on your team. That's such a specific achievement. Oh man, it would be very plot fitting though, I guess. Dude, I was so excited. I don't know if you were there, you, but well, I think everyone here watched the Star Rail stream. If not, sorry, I guess spoilers. Cover your ears, children. But when I thought they revealed Tingyan to be the big bad, I was so freaking excited because I was like, yo, I actually didn't see that coming and it works. It works so well. And then she just turned out being possessed. I was like, oh, lame. How so lame. That would have been such a good, like, wool over the eyes, man. You don't hint at it anywhere, and it just turns out she's like, she's been evil all along. Her laziness was actually just trying to sabotage the government. No, that's just possession. I was so excited for all of 2 seconds. Oh wow. That's what happens when it's a gacha, and I guess they're afraid of making villains playable. Which I think is funny, because I feel like everybody I know would be thrilled if they made villains playable. But I know that's not necessarily... Wait a minute. This is from Octopath? Wow. I think I've heard this in like Dug streams or something. Draw Chibi Ira Luna like an outfit of the day? That would be very cute. Unfortunately, I don't have the time, because as you can see, unfortunately, my chibis take a long time. I think if I were to draw an outfit of the day, I'd probably pick Karis. Like when I did a net week, if I not had to, but if I wanted to do one of those again for, Airlane Tales, I would pick either Zaylee or Karis, but very likely Karis. She's always the person I draw for fun. Though that list may be expanding for those who saw the red-haired girl. I greatly enjoy drawing her too, so... Better to do one job well than 2 jobs mediocre. I say 6 charms is good enough. That's true. Although, I did do 24 charms in 1 month, but I also went insane. So, on the other hand, it caused me to stream again. So, good things, bad things, you know. I think all those charms are well done too. I wouldn't say they were mediocre, but it does involve the sacrifice of sanity. There were hints very interested in the abundance. It was completely out of the blue. It's Deus Ex Machina-y. I agree. But because there were hints was why I liked it so much. Because it didn't really come out of like true left field. And also, she was always disappearing at like mysterious times. I mean, that was just because she was apparently playing hooky because she was possessed or whatever. But if it had been like used as foreshadowing that she was evil, I think that would have been awesome, to be honest. Because she kept disappearing and we kept attributing it to, oh, she's just playing hooky or who knows. But if she had been evil the whole time. Oh my gosh. I feel bad for like cosplayers because these outfits have so many weird and unnecessary layers, man. Well, like, you don't need that many ties in life. You just don't. Like, I can't even tell you how this sleeve works. Goodness. Luna's SE is well designed and fashionable. Thank you. My OC's designs are basically just my favorite looks in a dress-up simulator. Like, I acknowledge they don't look particularly unique, but the important thing about an OC is that you like how they look. So... Who are your guys' favoritist of characters? Oh my gosh. It's not a VST, it's a live orchestra. I just heard the woodwinds take a breath. Wow. They did Qingyun well. I think she was under Fintilia's control for a long time, not the entire time we knew her. I think mind control is just an out for the waifu enjoyers. It's a lame out. Forget the waifu enjoyers. Forget the gacha necessity that every female needs to be marketable and be like a nice person. Oh, just make them a scumbag. What does it matter? Some people like scumbags. I am one of those people. List of characters in Star Rail or Lane Tales in general. Oh, I was thinking Star Rail. I mean, thanks for even considering your Lane Tales, but there's not that many characters in there yet. Yeah, just cause right now I'm making Star Rail merch, so I always like to hear, you know, what characters pique other people's interest and everything. Oh my gosh. This skirt. Ugh. Has anyone actually taken a good look at Asta's skirt? Cause I don't even know how to break this apart. Oh my gosh, underskirt. You have a clear part, you have a part that has lace, you have another part that has a gradient with a white trim, you have belts, you have some kind of appliance. Oh. Okay. Enough complaining, just do it. Only unskilled people complain. I must be skilled. Man, Octopath 2 was so good, I want to play it again. I want to like... But it's like kind of how I feel about Breath of the Wild, where I don't want to just replay it, I want to play it again for the first time. I really enjoyed it. It was like so degen, the combat was so degen, but I enjoyed it anyway. Serval's character quest was Chef's Kiss. She's up there, dude. Serval... I want to dislike her, but they write her so well and her voice performance is so astounding that it makes it really hard. She's a very wonderful character. Even if she was solidly trying to gaslight gatekeep girl boss her brother away from me. Oh yeah! I also forgot to mention, I pulled on Standard Banner, my free tickets and I got welts. So I've been really lucky on Standard Banner because I got every character I wanted. I really wanted Japard. I wanted Bronya. Well, I didn't... I really wanted Japard. But the other two that I was kind of like eyeing were Bronya and Welt. So I'm really happy about that. I have no resources to level him, but I like him a lot. So one day. I don't play Star Rail myself. I think after watching some of your streams for Japard and Serval, it's infectious. I'll make everybody like Japard. There's very few people I know who like Japard. Most people are really like meh on him, or they actually just don't really like him, so I have to like him enough for everybody else, you know? But yes, Serval's quest was super good. Actually, you know what? All the character quests, in my opinion, have been written very well. I feel like, I don't know if I'm just biased, but I feel like they're written a lot better than Genshin. Genshin character quests have a kind of an identity crisis, because some of them were needed to complete, like, main story quest, and some of them are just, like, weird, man. Like they didn't have enough time to cook, you know? But I didn't feel that with any of the Star Rail character quests so far. I feel like they've all been really well done. I keep having little Serval and Japard one-shot bouncing around my head about Serval Coco's relationship. Will it ever get written? That's a mystery. Every fic writer is like that. We all have so many ideas in our head and unfortunately just a limited amount of time. My experience is different. Lots of people are really interested in Japard. You must know more emotionally healthy people, maybe. Everyone I know is, like, interested in, like, Blade and Danhang, like, kind of the edgy Asian boys, you know? Nobody likes the paladin trope. As much as I meme, I don't know if I would actually pick Japard for a husbando, though. I like him, but like... I'm a rule breaker, so, you know, usually I don't actually get along well with people who are sticklers for rules. Oh man, these night tracks are so nice. The little coral. Do feel a lot better written. Hi, Lunin Chat. Hi, Natsu. Hi. Welcome, and I keep forgetting to DM you about something we need to collab at some point. Don't know when, but if only they had like high-level raids in Genshin, you know, like MMOs and stuff. Make actual like raids and multiplayer content. I guess the problem with doing that with a gacha is it would kind of just limit, like people would just make guilds of whales and then all the normies would just be left without an ability to play, but like, I don't know, I think I would just play with friends, personally. Lurking because I have a lot of work, hope the stream is going well, thank you! Don't play Star Rail, I can agree Genshin character quests are pretty weak on average. Yeah, the Star Rail writing I found to be quite strong, although I don't know if it's also I'm slightly biased because I do like a lot that I feel I can take the story much more seriously because there's no Paimon. Whereas in Genshin, it feels like story, especially during Inazuma, I could not feel the gravitas of many of the beats because they kept trying to undercut it with unnecessary comedy from Paimon, and I never laughed at it. So, I mean, well, not very effective as comedy, but even if it had been effective, I'd be like, I can't take this seriously because she just talks too much, so yeah. It's nice that you don't have that in Star Rail, the constant, like, kind of sidekick who just takes too much over. I guess they kind of use Sampo, but Sampo is really interesting because they utilize him as as a potential antagonist. Like, they cast him in a very suspicious light, and he actually adds a layer of intrigue. Which, I mean, they could do with Paimon, but they don't. I've seen the plot theories and everything, but I'm like, I don't know, man. I like it, but they keep on trying to frame her as like this little sister figure, and I'm used to being the baby of the family, you know? You can't take my job, Paimon. Okay, little by little. Trying to get there. Forgot this is a skirt, not a pant. It should curve down and not in. Companion quests we've had so far. Bailu evades the IRS for tax evasion. Yanqing is dominated by the older Jingli and Luocha fanfic by March? What? Japard gets along with Serval just fine, and she's kind of a rule breaker. Does he really, though? I mean, I guess if you count him trying to indict her for treason and her breaking a guitar case over his head, I suppose they get along fine. I have not played any of those character quests, so come on, spoilers, man. I want to do all the character quests on stream. Ideally, I don't know. Maybe people are not that interested in them, but... Did you get caught up with the main story? I did, last stream. Yep. It was nice. I liked it. Very epic. You know what, when I played it though, is I was like, this kind of actually makes me realize my dissatisfaction with the story until then. I feel like they had a really cool and epic, like, meat of the story, and then they didn't really know how to lead up to it, so they just kept sending you on, like, coffee intern errands for things that were, like, I mean, they're kind of related, right? It was not related, but it felt so bleh. So I kind of feel like there was they wrote out the story and they're like, oh, this is so epic, but it's not enough game time, so let's just take like side quests A, B, C and incorporate them into the main story. Thought you did since you were referring to them. Oops, sorry. Thankfully, your descriptions were very memey, so it wasn't a spoiler. No, I haven't done them yet, but I have done the ones I've done. I've been impressed with the writing. Like, what are the ones you've done? Clara, Natasha, Serval and Japard, Hook. All of those were good. I mean, Hook's story was literally good enough for me to actually like a game Childs for, I think, the first time ever in human recorded history, so... Goodness. Something I'm starting to notice about Hoyoverse designs is they really like accessories. There's accessories on everybody. They're like, a plain leg is too boring. We're gonna give them a thigh band and an anklet and a chain. It's not a bad thing, it's just something I'm starting to notice after drawing so many of their characters. The belt. A belt strap. Hanging to her shoe, that seems like a tripping hazard. Uh-oh. Huh? Oh no. That's a very detailed belt. I'm gonna simplify it. Hooks is literally beat for beat a generic Christmas story like a Hallmark Christmas movie. Oh yeah, it's like something parent. I don't actually remember the story. All I remember is there's like a Ace Attorney part, and then it was a logic puzzle, and then Hook something. The real gift was you all along. Blah blah. I don't remember. It was cute though. I do remember it was cute. Okay. I got so used to drawing Hoyoverse, everything else feels easy now. Oh, who was I drawing where I had that exact same feeling? What have I drawn recently? There was a specific character I was drawing where I was like, wow, was character design always this simple? It's just been so long that we've become jaded. Although, to be fair, part of it was jading myself as well, because, Airlayan designs are also extremely complicated. And for what? No reason. I hope they keep making Octopath games. They're so fun. can almost hear the jingle bells in Hook's story. Imagine being a Hoyoverse character getting ready for the morning. Yeah, you know? Getting ready for the morning. As to the skirt alone, you have an underskirt, you have the black layer of the underskirt, you have the ruffle layer, and then you have the overskirt with its like 3 different panels, and then you have to tie that all together with the belt, then you have to tie on the belt with the appliance, then you have to put on your jacket, and then you have to put on... Oh wait, I forgot about the whole shirt, and the bow tie, and the necklace underneath, and the jewelry. They sleep with their full fit at night because it'd be such a hassle to take off. I don't think anybody could. That looks supremely uncomfortable because there's a lot of like metal buckles and parts too. So that would sure not be easy, I'll tell you that much. Great thing about not being a visual artist, I don't have to be too concerned with the outfit. My airline OC just vaguely described the clothing. I too just vaguely described the clothing, so... I don't think I spend that much time on what they wear. It's because, it's actually a good writing practice. Since the more you talk about what your character is wearing, the more it bogs down the pace. So it's much better just to use words that are like a descriptive mood, right? And also, you could end up with a problem like me, where I described Lillian Forsythe as having a ponytail, and then decided while designing her, actually I like her with short hair more, so... Now here we are, with her being described as having a ponytail, when she doesn't have one. I'm still trying to decide whether I should do Final Fantasy XIV or Genshin for the upcoming stream. Because Genshin is a really good multitasking game, but at the same time, I've been really wanting to play Final Fantasy XIV. Alas, choices must be made. One zipper hanging out there. Well, let's keep it at... Not finished with Octopath yet? You could get away with describing clothes only when there are relevant plot points, such as a makeover sequence, a ballroom sequence, someone doing a big glow-up and impressing their love interest. Generally, a good writing practice I use make a character reference sheet at the moment, so default outfit is something I have to at least outline. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. Hi, Dima. Welcome to the stream. I'm drawing charms. I might switch soon, though. I'm kind of tired of drawing chibis, honestly. I feel like I've maybe drawn too many chibis and not enough full-body people recently. So I've gotten a bit tired of it. The problem is, if I gotta be honest and talk economics, because it takes me so long to draw full-body people, drawing chibi, more bang for the buck, you know? Or rather the hour, because if it takes me between 15 to 20 hours to make a print, takes me time to make cheapies too, though, huh? I don't know. And I have to design them in big sets, so. Real answer is I just draw whatever I feel like, huh? Oh, one sleeve is shorter than the other, because it's a Hoyoverse character. Oh dear. So assume all the characters are naked. Probably not. That would be public indecency. A finable offense. One way to know someone has main character energy: asymmetrical clothes. Oh, this is why Zaylee does not have asymmetrical clothes, but Karis and Hal do. I think Zaylee is the only Arlay and Tails character to not have an asymmetrical design. Her hair is asymmetrical, but I don't think that counts. Oh, what is this? What kind of appliance is that? For real. Are you saying Zaylee doesn't have main character energy? That is exactly what I'm saying. The funny thing about Zaylee is she doesn't even want to be a main character. She'd be the kind of person who's signed up for like an extra part in a film. And she goes on set, fills out the paperwork, and she does so well, they're like, wow, you know, like this doesn't actually happen in the industry, but imagine. They're like, wow, you did so well, we're gonna bring you back on as like a repeating side character, and she would be the kind of person to go, oh no, actually, can I just stay an extra? Okay, we have that, we have that. There is a split in the skirt to a white part because there just is. The class 5 monster took care of it. That's why the lack of asymmetry makes sense, especially how we learn about her as the story progresses in book 1. Special place in my heart for Zaylee. She just wants world peace. That's so accurate. Yeah. She'll show up a lot in book 2, actually, so you can be excited to see how she has been and what she will be up to. Oh boy. There's just a diamant fire emblem chilling down here. Don't worry about it. And if she and Wes are officially going out, we know it's gonna happen. The question is when. Let them cook. I will say this, I always find it lame when relationships take place off screen, so just gonna throw that one out there. Book 2 will be very shippy. I think I might as well just say that now too. There's like barely any romance in book 1. Like there's a little sprinkling, you know, a little like pinch of spice here and there. But book 2 is, I want to say it's primarily romance actually, if I had to genreify it. I don't know for sure because it's not done yet for obvious reasons, but yeah. Oh man. Yay. I'm here for this. Very shippy, if that makes sense. You have a point? Yeah, it's... Even when I was writing book 1, the recurring joke that my brother and I liked to make was book 1 was all just set up for the like AO3 romance fanfiction that would be book 2. I'm kind of scared to draw this container because it's so whack. Oh dear. Okay. I think we did it. Don't let the ship sink. Captain goes down with the ship. We know who we are. We're here for the AO3 romance fix. Lumina speaks the truth. Respectfully watching, Helen cares. I mean, I feel like a lot of us write in this chat, a lot of us here write in this chat, and a lot of us write shippy fix, so we're of one mind. The hive mind. Okay. That is good enough for me. I'm not a writer or a shippy ficker, I'm just a degenerate. If only I tended to devote to writing fics. Relatable. I write unintentionally make a ship between two characters before I realize I'm like, what happened to the plot and this other stuff happening in the story? Who needs plot? Plot is only there to serve the ship. Man, I think this goes behind her head now that I think about it. I don't want to block the hair. The hair looks nicer. Asta, what is this thing that you're holding? Where is the reference for it? You know what did make me sad the other day was I was looking on Pixiv, and it was before I turned off the AI filter, which I'm really glad that they have, but like when I didn't have that filter on, it was just all AI. It's like 80% AI or more. It just made me sad. Oh, here we go. That's pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so giant. I think I have to minify, slim down her telescope a little bit. I think it'll be too hard to make a charm with. Yeah. I know how much work they put into designing this thing, but it's just... it'll be way too wide. It has to fit. It has to fit on a business card. Since that's my packaging, is the business card. Ew, that is very sad. Yeah. I think in general I've been kind of sad. Just cause it felt like I feel like my art and stuff took off when it was Three Houses. And I still like Three Houses. I'm not really into it as much anymore, but I still enjoy it. And that felt like the time where like possibilities were limitless, right? It allowed me to set up an online shop, build a following, meet people, and like make all these friends who are also like Fire Emblem creators. And like just seeing after COVID and now this big AI boost, the deterioration of online communal spaces has been actually very sad for me to witness. It's affected me in like other ways, like, you know, looking for salaried job now instead of relying on online work and sales and stuff. So it's had economic repercussions, but I think more than the economics, what I mourn most is the fact that it's like, I think that season where you see something online on like DeviantArt or Tumblr and just know without a doubt that somebody else who loved the same thing as you made it is gone. I think that's the saddest thing. Oh dear. This is a lot more complicated. Maybe I'll just simplify this telescope. You think anyone would mind? They're like, look at the... Imagine someone walks up to the booth and they're like, hey, you didn't draw Asta's telescope weapon correctly. Pixie became pretty different ever since AI started getting more frequent artistic liberties to simplify for charmification. Even Pinterest did, it's barely usable now. Pinterest is so bad, because unlike Pixiv, Pinterest doesn't even have a filter, so it's all gone. Like, I don't think I see... Okay, to be fair, I mostly use Pinterest to gather graphic design, which is less bad, but the moment I go into any kind of anime art in Pinterest, it is all AI. It is all terrible. There's a ruler. Okay. We're gonna simplify this. I'm just gonna connect everything. It's gonna look like one big smoothie cup, you know? Man. I wish I had a like rotatable 3D model of just this, but it's actually very difficult to find. Oh, Asterod, digital 3D model printed kit options, cosplay it. Well, thank you. Nice. I'm still gonna simplify this because it's still insane. Goodness. Oh my goodness, someone put a lot of work into this. Okay. Think of it as graphic design. Think of it as graphic design. Think of it as graphic design. Do want to keep the lines. There are 4 lines between each big one. We're going to simplify it to 2. We'll do these to dots. Looks nice, okay. And then it goes into what the heck? Kind of goes in. Here. Okay. Multi-purpose. When she's not looking through it, she uses it to drink her latest smoothie. Pinterest being inundated with AI makes it harder for me to find reference pics. Either Google's gonna give me AI results straight to sexy Halloween costume territory. Ain't that the truth? It has made it a lot harder to find good references. Especially since the things you want to be referencing, which are period-accurate clothing details or anatomy, are always going to be incorrect with AI. So it's made it a nightmare, man. Sabotaged in ways more than one, unfortunately. Okay, how does it look? To hide it all behind the hair. Cause I really like how I drew that hair. And I feel like most people will want to see her bright and shining face and not the giant telescope. Oh, it looks kind of weird though. Bah. Darn. I think I had to draw the whole telescope. No, but the hair. Yeah, it has to go in front. Oh man. Okay. This and like this. Okay. I'm gonna simplify it even more. Asta, you're very cute, but my goodness. This is not very fun to draw. Oh, those solar panels on the inside of her telescope? Okay. Energy efficiency, eco-friendly telescope. I'm telling you, when you draw Hoyoverse characters, you learn all kinds of things about them. Things nobody else knows, except other artists. Black down there, simplify it. Like this. And this. Wire on that side. And like this. Think you did well. Telescope is telescoping. Thank you. I don't think it will look anything like an actual telescope, but this is all gonna be 2 inches anyway, so no one will even... It's gonna be like this size. Hence why everything is just coming down to iconography now. Silver here. Actually gold. And then silver. Okay. Just gonna add something here instead of drawing all that. We're gonna add something here. Just add rectangles until it looks sci-fi. The pro tip. Nobody actually looks at the details, just add rectangles. Or trapezoids. Okay. Well, let's add a gold ring here, cause why not? Okay. Good enough telescope. That is a solid good enough out of 10 for me. There's something down there. Okay. Now you erase this. Evening everyone, how's it going? Welcome, Realm of Bliff. I'm drawing Asta. Eco-friendly out of 10. Eco-friendly telescope. I think I keep the wire in front. And remove the... Yeah, that looks right. Yeah, okay. To add, I like these little stars. I kind of want to add a little bit more stars. They look cute. Her color is hot pink. And I don't actually know constellation shapes, so we will make them up. But your whole branding is about the stars. Yes, I'm too busy drinking tea to count stars. Wait, do they work like that? No, they don't. Oh well, nobody knows. Look at that! Space filler! Nobody can tell none of these constellations exist. They exist if you don't look at the sky close enough. Do I want to add anything else? Yes, one on the right side. Okay. going up. Yes, there we go. That's mood tea is far more important than the formation of the stars. Really? Goodness. Well, I happen to agree, but that's because I don't really stargaze. It's kind of hard with all the light pollution around here, anyway. I think when I was a kid, my family went to Australia. And we went out to the boonies in Australia, let me tell you. You can count every star in the sky out in the boonies in Australia. Unfortunately, I don't really remember it, because I was quite young. And I also had a raging fever at the time. So we were out in the middle of nowhere. Like in the desert, in the middle of the night. And all I could remember was shivering because I had intense chills and wanting to vomit. Which is a bummer, because I imagine the night sky without light pollution looks awesome, so... There's different pockets of the universe, so their constellations will look different. A galaxy far, far away, so their constellations are all different. I mean, I'm looking at Asta's alt animation, and I don't recognize any of those constellations either, so I think they also went for the let's just make it up so until it looks nice. Which is a very admirable technique, employed by artists all over the world. Whenever I draw charms, I always really like to heavily thicken the outer lines. Number one, because a lot of manufacturers, to get full bleed printing, will trim a pixel or two off of your art. And that means that if you have thin lines, it can make your charms appear kind of borderless, which is not bad, but can be undesirable depending on your style. And then also I just like how it looks. Just, you know, some things it's that simple. Oh no, it's a musical gun. Oh, a violin concerto. I mean, I'm not gonna complain, but I could get in trouble for a violin concerto. Okay. We're gonna listen to this until we get tired of it. At least that's the press release. Oh, really? Press release? They're like it's in a different universe? But they all have the same laws of physics. Okay. You know, Asta alone took over an hour and a half. So maybe I might call this a short stream, since I am still not feeling supremely well. But I can be happy that we finished one. I want to go see the night sky of Australia. You know, my dad actually used to have a telescope and used to watch the stars, and he said that he was thrown off because we are in the northern hemisphere and Australia's in the southern. So he said all the stars were different from what he was used to, and I was like, oh my gosh, I never thought of that. That's the kind of thing that only people who do something would know, right? Like, there's a lot of times actually when I'm writing something and I'm like, man, there's so much in this world that I just don't know because I don't do it. Like fishing. Commercial fishing, right? All these little things you would only know if you tried. Now the problem is I happen to not really want to try commercial fishing, so it will just have to remain with research. But yes, things you don't think about. It's incredibly pretty. First time I saw the night sky without light pollution was amazing. It's really breathtaking, isn't it? Makes you realize just how many stars there are. And it kind of like, it's kind of humbling too, right? Like it puts you and all your troubles at a certain scale. How you can feel so small but also breathless. I think it's a beautiful thing. Actually, they're not literal stars, but I kind of feel the same way whenever I see, like, videos of, like, masters at their craft or, like, young prodigies, and I'm just like, goodness, there's a lot of talent and beauty in this world. They do not have the same laws of physics as us, considering they can't jump knee-high barriers. Actually, you know what's kind of a funny headcanon? What if everybody can jump but the Traveler? She was never taught how, so she just stands there looking after them very pitifully, like an infant, and they stop and they go, wait, come on, what's wrong? And she just goes, I don't know how to jump. And they're like, oh, okay, and they climb back over and they just take the long way around. I love the sort of cutesy art style you're doing here. It's adorable. Thank you. This is my most common chibi style now. I enjoy it a lot. I think my chibi style has changed a lot over the past few years, but this is definitely my favorite. I think I'm sticking with this, hopefully for the long term, so I can finally make complete sets. But I've drawn like these VTubers here. We have an ungodly number of Fire Emblem Engage charms in this style. It's like fresh, cute, clean. I don't know. I enjoy it a lot. Where was I? Oh, Star Rail. Here we go. Now the only thing is this style is like, I'll be honest, there's nothing unique about it. It really just is me drawing the characters in a generic, cute way. But I kinda like it anyway. It's vanilla, but you know? Sometimes you just want a nice generic looking thing of a character. My gosh. Squeenix composers put something in their rice, man. Every track they write is so pretty. Okay. Is that her line art done? What am I missing? I think her line art's done. I don't see any errors. Well, I'm sure when I go, this is why I flat in the same stage now, because I always realize that I missed a detail when I go back and I add actual colors. It looks good to me for now, at least. Okay. Let's add in the same layer. My gosh, that background choir is so pretty. That's a nice hot pink. That will be impossible to miss. Ah. Actually, can I just reverse select? We go line art layer, select, automatic, tap here, tap here, tap here. Tap here, drag up 99%, invert, go back, and fill. Okay, clean up the corners. Wow, that was a lot easier. Okay. Oh, it burns! It's like, don't know what color that is around here. You could say the stars showed us travelers their blessing. Dong. Makes me want to look for that one craft I'd like to hyperfixate on till I take my last breath. Oh. Well. I mean, being a generalist, there's no problem with that either, but... I guess if it brings you joy, then it's worth it. I think one of the most impressive ones I saw is, actually videos by food truck or food stall people. Like, the speed at which people can dice vegetables or make tacos is really no joke, man. I'm like, most people hate food service. I hope they're living their best life. I mean, her mom did walk away before the Trailblazer even walked for the first time. True. Beauty and simplicity. Looking so far in the concepts and line works. Thank you! Never underestimate the skill it takes to simplify Hoyover's costumes to their cute essence. I do my best. I try to make everything, like, more or less legible at a small size. Oh yeah, it was Oshinoko. I was trying to make Oshinoko charms, and I was like, wow, these outfits are really, really simple. Which makes sense, because if you have to draw them at 12 frames a second, or however much the animation is, 15? 20? Anyway, it gets tiring very quickly, I imagine. Oh. Do I make the background of the clear actually clear? Like this? Yes, I think so. That's kind of cool. Okay. Okay. I think I gotta move on to a new track. Because I don't know if I want to listen to this for an hour. It's nice. Not everything wonderful has to be unique and complex. How many people's favorite ice cream is just vanilla with a topping? Simple can be wonderful just like this art. Oh, thank you. You know what's funny? Is my favorite, my favorite ice cream is vanilla. My favorite cookie is chocolate chip. Like, I am that vanilla person, which is probably why my art is very, like, not unique, but, you know, normal, I guess. It's very normie art. But that shows in my food tastes as well. I get the plain flavor on everything. I get the chicken flavored ramen. I get, yeah. Think it's interesting in your take simplifying the characters and what parts to keep, still keeping it identity. You claim it's genetic, your take makes it unique in its own way. Oh, that's true. That's true. That's why I like seeing, you know what it is whenever there's like a draw it in your style event in a fandom. Oh, this song kind of going hard for relaxing music. Oh, sorry. Let me find more. Okay. Let me open my normal playlist. Okay. It's kind of like when people draw things in their own style, it looks normal to them because it's how they've drawn all that time, right? But it's actually unique to other people. That's probably what I'm experiencing, more or less. Gotta go on a work meeting. Focus up. Ta-ta for now. Peace. Thanks for joining, Yu. Glad to have you here. Oh, I cannot see this whatsoever. Uh-oh. There we go. Meanwhile, me over here, unable to simplify things, drawing every single detail, no matter how small the drawing is. Oh no! I was thinking that when you drew my VTuber with the guitar. That's such a nice drawing, by the way. But I just went, oh my goodness, poor Dima. They drew every single detail in that dress. I feel so bad. But thank you. I do remember that, the insane amount of detail work. That's that I'm sweating for the Genshin anime team. Oh yeah, UFO Table, right? Aren't they doing a collaboration with UFO Table? What color is this hair? Raspberry reddish pink. Like there. Kinda differs in every... As usual, it slightly differs in every picture. Around there, I think. Tell that to the Ancient Magus Bride animators, my condolences to their hands. You know, I've never watched that anime. I probably should, cause I heard it's beautiful. Is it good? I'll actually skip that one real quick. Okay. Must have all the details. Even the ukulele was there in full detail. It's true. Looked like so much work. That's the thing, is VTubers can have these like complicated designs because we only have to draw it once. But poor fan artists and stuff have to draw it multiple times, so although I think one of the most successful designs has been Gura, and her design is actually quite simple and very approachable. That's the thing with character design though, not necessarily the complexity that makes it good. Alright, more white. Oh wow. Okay. Pale on the thumbnail is very cute. Thank you. Here she is. Well, with layers hidden, so I guess it looks kind of creepy, but you get the general idea. Where else is white? Down here. Man, what a crazy coat. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, this coat is wild. There are random, like, belt buckles, but only one part of the belt buckle, but also they're sewn onto the clothing. They don't actually fasten anything. Pretty interesting as it takes different ethos of the show. The animation, on the other hand, really good. Each episode in the first season was like a full-length movie to a degree. Oh my goodness, they must have put so much work into it. I mean, Miku's fairly simple. Look how well received her character is. It's true. It's true. Complexity doesn't always mean something is a good design. I mean, people say that all the time, but I also don't think the reverse is true, because people seem to say always keep your design simple. I don't think that's necessarily the case, but, you know, is what it is. Here is white. Okay. The pass is also white, but I'll keep it pink. Accent will be gold and purple, maybe? wow, Pale's design is super simple. That's funny. Let the dark of her design go on the skin layer. Oh, interesting. Okay. Really like the design for the new Hololive gen, especially Narissa. Narissa's the Raven one, right? I like that her design's very cool. Then there were like doggo twins, I think. Bit more to it in terms of story, I'd recommend it. Okay, Magus Bride. Think about a year ago, I attempted to draw Ina from Hollow Mist New Year's outfit, intimidated how detailed the patterns on Komodo. That's where I kind of gave up. What was Ina's? Ina New Year outfit. Oh my goodness. The one with the ribbon? Oh no, this one, the full kimono. That is, oh my goodness. Yeah, that is where we call draw on a flat layer and then use a warp mesh to go around because, no way I'm gonna be drawing that in perspective. Love how Zaylee's design speaks to her kindness and simplicity. You know what's kind of funny is I would consider Zaylee's design to actually be very complicated. I'm glad that it looks simple because that's the idea. That's why it's like kind of symmetrical and blocked out in parts. But if you actually try to draw it, there's actually so many details. I would prefer, though, that people think it looks simple. That's the preference. Otherwise, if they're like, oh, this character is so busy when she's like a little, you know, she's Zaylee, then that is not working as intended. Simplicity good for engineering and software designs, not necessarily art. I'm okay with very complicated designs as long as the design is overall harmonious. This is true. I don't know, I think a common complaint I hear with Genshin is people are like, the designs are so busy. I don't actually think that's true. I think of all the things you could critique about Genshin, the character appearance is probably not one of them. That's the thing they do very, very well. There's a lot of details that make fan artists want to cry, but that's not necessarily the same thing as them losing shape or form or being too busy. But I think they also operate on the same principle, which is, hey, we just have to make a model once, and we're good. That's actually not true, is it? Is that true? Do they draw art? No, I think they... It's just the splash in the model. So, they can go as ham as they like, honestly. This is white, this is white, that is black, this is white. Imagine Hoyo's character design is going wild to the chagrin of the animators. True. Well, the animators, I guess the animators do have to worry about all the flowy bits. It's probably why they keep adding ponytails, by the way, to people. They keep debating people. Be like, this character has short hair. Lol, JK, there's a ponytail. I think it's because they want visual dynamics of flowing things because it's an action RPG. So you always want bits and pieces, just like, whee, in the wind. Luna music time. Briefly, yeah. I think that track is one I'm most proud of. There's 2 tracks in the Zodiac Axis soundtrack that I'm really proud of, and that is one of them. The other is Beloved. It's the string, the one that starts with strings. I don't think I necessarily implemented it well into the story, but in terms of raw, like, music writing, I'm really happy with them. Okay, then she has purple, royal purple. Surround down here. This. Okay. Purple. This is purple. Depends on the medium in terms of simplicity, vice versa. For complexity, you can lose the audience either way or overwork yourself. You don't quite understand the medium you're working with. Drew, can you imagine, like, Kirby's design is so simple but so iconic. I think it's very well done. An isekai Kirby design. Can you imagine that? Purple and then black. Oh. Okay, check. Dark here. Pink here. Okay. There. Okay. This. This. Doo-doo. Then add stripes this way. Yay! Okay. And now... I'm real bad at drawing humanoid characters, monsters, or buildings I can do, but past the face head I can never seem to make a person. You know, people are super awkward to draw. It's just... the forms are really... gangly. Whenever you draw a person, you just go, man, what are all these limbs for? That's my opinion, at least. Isekai Kirby isn't too far-fetched for design based on the last Kirby game you played, and if you kept them in the same style, if that's what you meant. That's true! Forgotten Land was basically Isekai. 4 different art classes to get Jack Black's face right, even that was an accomplishment. Hey, that's a bigger accomplishment than me. I can't actually draw real people. I can only draw fake people. you gave me a photo, be like, draw this person. I'd be like, go draw them yourself. Because I could not do it. Oh? Are we approaching the light at the end of the tunnel? You know what, Asta? No, you don't need that stripe on your badge. It will detract from the focal point. Whenever someone's like, add more details, just tell them it'll detract from the focal point. Because it's usually true. That's the funny thing. The best excuses to give are the ones that are actually true. I'm gonna keep the ribbon black as well. I think it'll also detract from the focal point. Okay, I think that's all the details in. Oh yay! We have 2 characters done, and I kinda don't like the constellations behind her now that I see it all in color. It's busy. Looks busy to me. Yes, I don't like it. Delete it. Purge it from my sight. Do I want to add backgrounds? Like these little background elements? I don't know. Part of me doesn't really want to. Because otherwise it makes the design a bit busy. I'm not feeling it. But Pela has to, because compositionally it makes sense for Pela. Otherwise, look at this. That looks ugly. That looks nice. But I think we just give it to be like, why does Pela get to have particles? Nobody else does. Because she's Pela. Are you Pela? I didn't think so. Okay. I'm gonna call it here. We're gonna color some other day, cause that was a lot of outfit details. Goodness. They're adorable. Thank you. My favorite 4-star girls that nobody draws. But I'm happy because I'll have drawn them. And then this is the 5-star boy everybody will draw. He'll have the opposite problem. Everyone will have a Danfeng Chibi. Pela's the best, that's why. Thank you, good work. Try real hard, needing to draw more, start writing more. Watching your streams inspires me. Oh, I'm really glad to hear that. that's actually my hope for the art streams, is that they feel more like a co-work stream. Help you guys get done the things that you either want to do or the things that you don't want to do that you've been putting off, like taxes. Anyway, so it's more fun when it's like that. And then, yeah. Okay, next stream will be Thursday. Next stream will... I think it's Thursday. Anyway, it's gonna be either Genshin or Final Fantasy XIV. I haven't decided. I'm leaning more towards Genshin. Not because I don't want to play Final Fantasy XIV, but because I do. Because when I sub, I go all in on that game. And I basically don't play anything else. And I don't really have the time to be playing games. I have to draw, so... yeah, more likely to be Genshin. We'll do Final Fantasy XIV some other time. After the convention, maybe. I don't know. Or who knows? Maybe I'll open the thumbnail and be like, huh, well, look who caved and got a Final Fantasy XIV sub. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope it was productive for you guys too. And for having a nice chat. It was so nice. Perfectly timed me to wrap up my workday. Thank you so much. Alright. You guys have a wonderful time. I'll see you next stream. When I remember how to cue the music.